Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, Pop Smash by the Real Andy. I am your host, Andy Shademan, and today it is Saturday, and it is officially Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to absolutely every single one out there who celebrate, who love this day. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I am originally from Colombia. And growing up over there, we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, or we didn't. Now I think it's becoming a little bit more Americanized. On Valentine's Day, it's a little bit more like everywhere. But yeah, we never really celebrate Valentine's Day, so it was never like a thing for me. We do have a day in September that it is called, in English will translate to the Day of Love and Friendship. And we play a game which is kind of like a Secret Santa. I know, it's like a mix of things. It's like a Secret Santa, but for friends, and we do that in September, but we never really celebrated Valentine's Day. And growing up, it was never like a thing that I celebrated. And even with my husband, we have been married for 10 years. We have been together for 12, going on 13. And, he's American, I'm not. So it was always kind of like a thing, okay, are we celebrating this? Like, are you expecting anything, But also he left the States when he was like 13 to live in Europe. So he also I think approached Valentine's Day a little bit different. And I think honestly, it's kind of like every single, like one of those big days, like Mother's Day or Father's Day or like wherever, what do you have to wait for one specific day to celebrate, And now that we are here, that we live in LA, I'm constantly, this is like our mindset. Is like, should we do something for Valentine's? And it's kind of like nice. And even sometimes we buy like gifts, but it's always like stupid gifts, we never really go all the way out there because it's kind of like, it feels like fake, it feels like rehearsed. It feels like, oh, this is what the industry wants you to do, and we're like so we usually just buy like chocolates or like whatever stupid gift, and maybe go to the movies or something like that. Because girl, all the people that are kind of like brainwashed in all of this, like here in LA, it's insane. Like all the restaurants are super full, there are no reservations anywhere, like every single place that you want to go, it's packed. And mix that with the fact that it is a Saturday, so it is a weekend. So like a girl, so we were like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be doing that. Maybe we're gonna be going to the Grove later, which is kind of like an outdoor mall that we have over here, and we're definitely gonna watch a movie later. We're actually watching this movie that is called Pavilion or something like that, which is like a gay movie that just came out, and it's being said that it's kind of like the 50 Shades of Grey of the gay world. So I'm very excited to watch that, and it's with like Alexander, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Let me just check it. But this guy, I have loved this guy for so long, literally since I saw him for the first time in True Blood. My God, Skarsgård, Alexander Skarsgård, girl. This man is fine, okay? So we're definitely gonna go and watch that movie. And this is him. Let me find a nice picture. This is him. I don't know if you can see it over here, but anyways, the point is, I love it. I love him, and also I love every single thing that has a gay in it. I'm definitely gonna be watching it. So, and everyone is saying it literally had 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. So I was like, okay, we're definitely watching this movie. So that's kind of like our Valentine's Day plan. But definitely let me know in the comments below, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Are you into it? Do you like to buy gift, go all the way out there? Honestly, no shame if you like to do that. You do you, at the end of the day. But for us, it's just kind of it's a day, and we love it, and we love each other, and we like to celebrate our love. But like, girl, no one is spending thousands of dollars on this. You know what I mean? So anyways, how are you guys? I hope you're having an amazing day. As usual here in Pop Smash, we're gonna be smashing all of the news that happen on this pop culture streets, including Bravo, including reality TV, including everything that is out there. And a lot happened this weekend, especially because last Sunday was the Super Bowl. And that had absolutely everyone talking about it. Not because of the Super Bowl, because to be very honest with you, I don't even know who played, who won, no idea. I mean, I'm not even a sports person, so like I have no idea, but like, we all know the Bad Bunny of it all, like that halftime show was absolutely everything. I was literally counting the days to come to this day and talk to you about it, because of course I want to know all of your opinions about the Super Bowl, because girl, we were having an amazing time, we were dancing, we were singing, we were screaming at the TV, we were being proud, we cried, we laughed, we were having the time of our lives. And then there were the races, So Bad Bunny did such an amazing job. First of all, I have to tell you, I am Latino, of course, and I do like reggaeton. But I have never been like a super fan of Bad Bunny. I have never been one of those, like, oh, Bad Bunny, I die for him, and all of that. No. But I like some of his songs. Of course, I know some of his songs because we like to party, right? So I was not sure how that Super Bowl halftime show was gonna look like, right? Especially because I knew the stress that it was gonna come from it, with all of the racist white people expecting it to be really bad, right? So I am so proud of Benito for doing this show. I think it was such a great show. He put a whole performance, and he, all of these people being like, oh, why is all in Spanish? Like, I don't know how to speak Spanish. Bitch, then learn. Or you know what? You can literally Duolingo the lyrics or something like that. Like, it was not really that complicated. It was not even full songs. Second of all, there were people out there, saying, oh, there was no white people. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, right? There was no white people, and girl, Lady Gaga was literally a guest of Bad Bunny, and she sang her song salsa version, which was amazing. There was a lot of talk why Bad Bunny brought Lady Gaga to the stage, like what was the thought process behind it, right? And a lot of people were thinking that maybe he was pushed to invite Lady Gaga because the NFL was receiving, a lot of backlash of having, a Latino artist, singing in Spanish and all of that. But girl, that's not the case. You want to know the real case? The real case is, the real reason why Bad Bunny brought Lady Gaga to the stage as a main guest was because he is a little monster. Yes, you hear that right. Bad Bunny is a complete fan of Lady Gaga. And he has never kept it a secret. He wear Lady Gaga clothing all the time. He showed her out. He has been very open into saying that he loved Lady Gaga and he loved Lady Gaga's music. So for him to have her as a guest of the show was basically kind of like an honor to him that she accepted to be there. But Lady Gaga was also so humble about it, like she was having the best time of her life. The pictures that they took together after the show and before the show show how much they love for each other. He also had Ricky Martin, which had a little part. He was amazing. Ricky Martin is also from Puerto Rico, as you know, and he sung a very powerful song, which I don't know the name, but I know that the lyrics is all about like, let not Puerto Rico happened to what happened to Hawaii, which was basically, after Hawaii became a state of the United States, like their whole heritage disappeared, basically, becoming a whole American state. You know, it was a very powerful song right there. I think one of the interesting things that Bad Bunny did on this Super Bowl show was not only he could have done this like a super political thing. You know, he could have gone out there, he could have, you know, say all kind of things about Trump or ICE or like all of that shit, you know, and he decided not to do it. You know, in fact, he decided to go all a different route, which was the main message of his whole show, which was out there in English so anyone could read it, you know, and basically it was, you know, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. And I think that was such a powerful statement, a beautiful statement right there, you know, and he used his platform to showcase how important is the Latino community to the United States of America and who we are and why we are here to stay, you know. All the little references that he did through the show was insane. You did not need to know Spanish to know what he was putting out there, you know. One of the big ones, of course, was the end, and I think every single, especially Latino, cry with this was when he said, "God bless America," and then he said, "If you're coming from Argentina," to mention every single country of the American continent all the way till Canada, including, of course, the United States. He went through like South America, Central America, North America. He mentioned every single country, and he said, "Together we are stronger." Okay, so we are America, every single one of us. And I think that right there, still to this time, every single time that I watch that little part, literally my eyes like water, you know, because I like you like it was such a powerful message that he did with the Super Bowl in itself, and it was a beautiful thing to watch, you know. So I'm very proud of him. But of course we need to talk about the races of it all. Okay, of course, we know that other wannabe show that they were trying to put together, which by the way only had like 5 million viewers. Benito Bad Bunny just became the most watched Super Bowl show in history with over 135 million viewers. You hear that right. Okay, so they tried to do the little, you know, Ku Klux Klan, you know, show over there, and it was so boring. It was so bad, and I was like, oh my god, I can't. I'm so sorry. Like, I can't. And you know what the worst part is? I actually like country music. There are country singers that I follow that I actually like, and I like their music, you know. But watching at that show, I was like, this is not giving us unity. This is not giving us tolerance. This is not giving us, you know, we are America. We can do this together. No, this was all the country, like from the remarks and the people talking, and it was so bad. Like, I was like, it's so sad that in 2026, we still have people who think like that, you know? And I mean, it's not a surprise. Like, the United States is, I mean, a lot of people are just like that, you know? And it's like, but it is sad that they have to do all of this, you know? Just because they were so outraged that there was a halftime show in another language. I mean, it's just wild to me, right? The people screaming that Bad Bunny was not American, and it's like, is this what the American school system is like? Is this a representation of the American school system, there are people that think that Puerto Rico is not part of the United States of America? Because I'm like, girl, so Bad Bunny, it's an American with an American passport, okay? And all of these people is screaming all of that oh, this show should be done by an American. And it's like, do you realize that like a lot of the last Super Bowl halftime shows has not been played by Americans? Like, it's just wild how they use things to fix their narrative when it fixes their narrative, but when they're against it, they want to change everything. It was just wild. Honestly, it is wild. But anyways, congratulations to Bad Bunny. He did that, girl. He did that. Now let's jump, into a little bit of pop culture streets, because a lot of what happened this week was related to the Super Bowl, and we're talking, of course, about the Golden Life, right? Meaning the reboot, not even reboot, the Real Housewife of New York's, new show. Let me just put everything together, because you probably don't, if you don't know, then you're not going to understand any of this. You know that we used to have the Real House of New York. The OGs jump ship, and they went to E! Entertainment Television, and now they are creating a new show with them, because the Real House of New York got rebooted 3 years ago. So now they created a new show on E! Entertainment Television that is filming right now, and it's called The Golden Life. So Jill Zarin, Ramona Singer, Luann de Lesseps, Sonia Morgan, and Kelly Benjamin were supposed to join this show, right? A lot of people celebrated. A lot of people were like, okay, this seems a little bit weird, but let's see what happened. And a lot of people, because Ramona Singer and Jill, especially Ramona Singer, was fired from Real Housewives for being racist, basically, so like they were like, is this kind of like a Real Housewife of MAGA? What is gonna be happening over here, right? So people were trying to give a different approach to it and see what's gonna happen. Well, after the Super Bowl, Jill Zarin decided to took it to her social media to do a whole ass racist video about why she did not like the Super Bowl, but not only why she did not like the Super Bowl, why there was no white people in the show, how it was unacceptable, and how it should have been an American being there. It was like a whole racist rant, The backlash, guys. I'm telling you, I think by now we know the difference between receiving backlash and being literally canceled. She got canceled, okay? Like literally canceled. She, everyone was like destroying her on the comment section, on everything, calling her out, telling her, you are an asshole. Why are you talking about this? Why are you saying this? Well, it got so bad that she had to turn off the comments on, all of her publications and all of that. And then, not only that, a couple days after the whole backlash, E! Entertainment Television went on and said, like, you know what, girl, we don't want your racist ass over here anymore. They went on and they literally fired her. The way that the community in general were celebrating just went to another level. It was crazy, I think it was the right thing to do. As you know, E! Entertainment Television is basically a dying show, a dying network right now, So they are putting all of their money, all of their effort into this show, because they want to bring all the fandom from Bravo to this network. Now, E! Entertainment Television does not belong to NBC anymore, So this is a literally competition for Bravo moving forward. So they want to bring all of the Bravo fandom because a lot of us were actually dying to watch the Real Housewives of New York back, on our TVs. And Jill Zarin comes over here and almost destroy absolutely everything. So Entertainment Television was like, girl, we are not playing anymore. Okay? You are done so. Bye-bye. And they fire her ass. We were not expecting this. I mean, to be very honest with you, we were like appalled. We were like, wow. But you know what? Well done. Well done. Well, Jill Zarin did not took any accountability. And the only thing that she decided to do was go out there and play the damn victim. Okay? She was crying. There are sources that we love when you are your own source going out there saying that she is gonna get committed into a mental health rehab or something like that, I don't know, and that it was so bad. And the only thing that she said, she didn't even apologize, guys. She did not apologize. She came on and said, they didn't even give me a chance. I'm human, I make mistakes. I took it down immediately. No, girl, you did not take it down immediately, all right? You received so much backlash that you were pushed to take it down. It was like insane that after all of this, she was on the Real House of New York for 4 seasons, 1,000 years ago. People don't really care about Jill Zarin that much, She has spent years and years trying to get her own show. She put together the Golden Life. And she thought she was so entitled that she thought that she could just go and say whatever she wanted to say. And Entertainment Television and the world was very quickly into saying no. Now, she literally destroyed her own future. And you know what? I mean, if after doing all of that, you're still not taking accountability, I don't know if there is going to be any salvation for you, to be very honest. Like, crazy, So that's where we are. So it's being said that Dorinda Medley will be joining the Golden Life, But there is a little bit of a situation over there, because initially it was being said that she was going to be replacing Jill Zarin and joining as a full-time cast member, right? Now there are other people that actually I think it was TMC, if I'm right, that came forward saying that the producers of the Golden Life are not actively looking to replace Jill Zarin. And apparently Dorinda Medley was always in talks to join the show as a friend of the show. And apparently she will still join the show, but we don't know if she's actually going to be a full-time cast member. So we're still waiting to see how that is going to work out, because Dorinda Medley, that's a show that I want to watch. Dorinda Medley, Luann de Lesseps, Sonia Morgan, I'm dying, Ramona Singer, the reports out there is that Ramona Singer is literally physically shaking because now she has to be careful of what she says on camera on the show. She thought that she had the protection of Jill Zarin, and she just realized very quickly that no one is going to protect you, baby. And just like you got fired from the Real Housewives of New York, you could very easily get fired of this one as well, right? And then Kelly Bensimon. I don't hate Kelly Bensimon, but I think she left the show so long ago that I just don't have a recollection of a really connection to her. So I will really have to watch her again to make an opinion on her, Now it's interesting because it was being said that when Jill Zarin was on the show, Jill Zarin was gonna bring, and imagine this mess, she was gonna bring Kelly Dodd from the Real Housewives of Orange County into the show as well, also as her friend. Kelly Dodd is the ultimate MAGA person, So imagine the amount of hate that we will have had on that show with Jill Zarin, Kelly Dodd, and Ramona Singer. That will have been insane right there, So the thing is that Kelly Dodd lives here in Orange County, but her husband actually has a place in Boca Raton, and that made them bi-coastal. So like Kelly Dodd could easily go over there and just be there while they are filming, and you know, she's actually friends with Jill Zarin. Now that Jill Zarin is fired, I don't know if there is going to be a space for Kelly Dodd moving forward, you know. So we're still kind of like waiting to see what that is going to be. So that's really what is happening right there. Another housewife who really got a little bit into trouble also because of Bad Bunny was Taylor Armstrong, you know. However, she decided to take a different route, which honestly, it was the right thing to do, you know. She came forward the day of the Super Bowl and she did a whole racist post, okay? She went on and said, let me see if I have it over here very quickly. She said, "Were you entertained? I am embarrassed for the NFL and Apple for the Super Bowl halftime show, totally in Spanish with a Cuban flag." So of course, a lot of people call her out immediately. First of all, for the Spanish situation. And second of all, what do you mean a Cuban flag? Oh, the bitch confused the Puerto Rican flag with the Cuban flag. Again, another reflection of the American school system, because I don't know what they are teaching you, but like when I was like in 4th grade, I learned every single flag, capital, river, city in the world. Okay, so like I have known every single flag. Like you know how to difference every single flag. And you will know that that is the flag of Puerto Rico, you know? So anyways, of course, people call her out. It was not as bad as Jill Zarin, only because Taylor Armstrong, she has not been on Housewives for a long time. The last time she was in Orange County, she was just a friend of the show. She's really not actively doing anything. So I think that's why people kind of like she flew a little bit more under the radar. But at least she did a whole ass apology, you know. And I was like, oh my God, this is what Jill Zarin should have done. But like, she has so much hate in her heart that she will never do something like this. But this is her apology. Listen to this, guys. "I want to address my earlier Instagram post about the Super Bowl halftime show. My post did not fully reflect my heart or my respect for the artist and culture as a whole. The Super Bowl is such a huge American tradition, and while I personally didn't connect with the creative direction of this year's halftime show, that doesn't take away from the fact that Bad Bunny is an American and that the Spanish language is a prominent aspect of American culture. Evidently, my lack of awareness of the Latin culture led me to mistake the flag as Cuban. I sincerely apologize and plan to learn from this in the future. America is special because people from every culture and background can come here, share their talent, and make their dreams come true. That diversity is something I truly respect. My intention was never to offend anyone's culture or language, and I am deeply sorry that those who I have hurt, to those who I have hurt. I should have taken more time to reflect on my thoughts instead of impulsively posting misinformation in the moment. I apologize to the Latin community and anyone else I may have offended. I am always learning, always growing, and I appreciate the opportunity to clarify my heart and move forward with more thoughtfulness." A PR move, maybe. Probably someone wrote this for her, but at least it's a little bit more smart than going out there saying that you are a victim and that humans make mistakes. So you know what? It is what it is. I kind of like, I have to give it to Taylor because at least she did that. So anyways, that was a lot related to, you know, the Super Bowl right there. And we are not really talking about all of the other racist people that were like talking shit about that. But again, 135 million people view Bad Bunny halftime show. And I think that's the only thing that we need to say right there.
It is time to give a shout out to our partners of this video. And first and most important, as you know, I have been working with them for a very long time. So this will be nothing with our beautiful partners of Rose Forever. As you know, Rose Forever are real roses with a special treatment with oils that make every bouquet to last up to a year, guys. Yes, they are super beautiful. They have different sizes, different colors. They ship everywhere. Guys, this is the best gift that you can give. Also, now they are selling their amazing candles. They smell so good. You know me, I'm a candle person. I need to have candles around me all the time, and Rose Forever has the best fragrances ever. Guys, they are having a very special, discount right now for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is around the corner, and this is the perfect gift for your girl, your wife, your girlfriend, or even your boyfriend, your husband, like whoever you want to say I love you, you can do it with roses from Rose Forever. So make sure to go to the link in the description below. And when you are gonna go to the checkout, use my code AndyVDay20. AndyVDay20, and you will get $20 off your order, okay? So go and get your flowers from Rose Forever right now. Alright, now if you love to wear contact lenses for like a party, to be different, or just because it's a Tuesday night, why not? I recommend you guys to go to TOLLYLOLLY. They have the most amazing contact lenses that you will ever see. Not only they have like all the colors that you can imagine, right? From like the regular blue, brown, green, whatever, to the craziest colors that you can imagine. They sent me all of these beautiful packages. We have 4 different, colors of contact lenses. But also, they are so real, guys. Like one of the most real contact lenses that I have seen in my life. I have worn contact lenses many times for many occasions, and as you can see over here, let me see over here the camera, like the color is just incredible. Like when you put it in your eye, it's so natural. I have wear it sometimes that people don't even know that I am wearing contact lenses. That's how real they are. My personal favorite ones are of course like the blue one and the purple one. Actually, it was such a hit, guys. So I recommend it 100%. Go and check them out. The link is also going to be on the description below. And when you go to the checkout, don't forget to use my code SOTO, and you will get a very special discount as well, guys. So go, remember, TOLLYLOLLY, and you can find them on social media as well. They are everywhere. They are the sensation right now. This is the best contact lenses for you or for anyone in your family.
All right, guys. So before we continue talking about everything that is going on in this pop culture streets, we are being joined by my husband right now. He decided to join us a little bit. How are you?
Great. I was just editing.
Happy Valentine's Day. I was just telling them about how we're gonna celebrate Valentine's Day, and yeah, how do you feel about Valentine's Day nowadays?
I feel so cozy.
I know, right?
Your set is so cozy. I am the type of person that, with Mother's Day and all those days, I think it's an everyday thing, to be very honest. I'm not that type of person that is like, oh, you just choose one day to show your love or show your appreciation for someone. So I do feel like that.
Do they celebrate Valentine's Day in Denmark?
Yeah, I mean, it's become very Americanized.
But like back in the day when you lived over there, all those years ago?
Did I celebrate? I don't think it was. I mean, I never dated an American, so there wasn't that kind of eagerness. And I only, before you, dated, Danish, and they weren't as...
Yeah,
So
no,
I would say no. I mean, there is Valentine's Day things, but I don't remember doing over the top things.
like in
no.
high school and stuff.
Why didn't have? Oh well, no, because high school was in Denmark, so no.
Yeah, no, in Colombia we didn't either. But I do know that now it's becoming more like big.
Yeah, everywhere.
Like everywhere. So yeah, I told you guys from the beginning, like we are very much like, I mean, we do celebrate Valentine's, but like it's not like the main celebration of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's more beautiful to have little moments throughout the year instead of just saving one day a year to show appreciation.
Well, anyways, so talking about pop culture, and all of that. What really happened during this week? I know that Blake Lively was with Justin Baldoni in court, and I know that they were not able to reach an agreement, which is not a surprise to anyone. They're gonna keep fighting and fighting.
I feel like it's taken so long.
I know, it's kind of like
all that money, and he's selling his house.
Yes.
To be honest, I never got into it, so I don't really know much about it because I've never really been a big Blake Lively fan, except the movie Age of Adeline. It is such an incredible movie. I absolutely love that movie. But other than that, when things get legal and stuff, I disengage. I like fun pop culture, and
yeah, it was
a
very
bit too much.
Yeah,
and I have gone through SA, and that's why I don't like to talk about those things. So I don't know how when it's gonna get resolved. It's kind of like at this point it's just becoming like old news and annoying, but whatever. Also sad news, James Van Der Beek passed away. I used to love Dawson Creek. I don't wanna wait for my life to be over.
I used to love that show.
My crush was the other guy.
What was his name?
Yeah, he was my Peter. No, not Peter. Jake, Chris,
Pacey.
Which one?
This Joshua?
Yeah, Joshua. Yeah, Pacey was my crush.
No, I actually used to like James a lot. And I remember we used to watch this in Colombia, actually. And this was one of the shows that I actually watched.
El Rio de Dawson?
I don't know. No, that's like it's not Rio. Como el charco.
El charco de Dawson. No quiero esperar hasta que la vida se nos acabe.
Yeah. I mean, it's so sad,
May
but
God
like,
rest his
yes, he fight a long, I think 2 years.
God rest his soul.
So that was very sad. I was not expecting it when I saw the news, but like,
it's all about, it's like part of your youth, And that's the thing, as you grow older, you start seeing all, your favorite celebrities, and
he was like 40 something.
Yeah. What else happened?
Anyways,
God rest his soul.
So that happened. And what else happened? Like, Bravo News. We have drama with the contracts of the Real House of Salt Lake City. Apparently, producers got tired of these girls talking on the show about things that did not happen on camera. And they just put a new clause on the new contract where they are not going to be allowed to talk on the show about things that did not happen on camera. Also, that they're not allowed to use third parties to put storylines out there, meaning bloggers, And apparently there are 2 housewives who are not happy with this, and they have not signed the contracts, trying to push back against Bravo to change that clause.
Is it my girl Meredith?
Well, we don't know. Well, I don't. We don't know who they are. I don't think so. I think it's Heather Gay and Whitney Rose.
Ugh, Whitney can go.
Girl, we all know Whitney Rose literally showed us last season that she was talking to a blogger. She literally, like, on camera.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like trash attracts trash.
I feel like at the end of the day, you know, like, she has no storyline, and she is using, you know, these people who then are literally even turning on her. And
Whitney and Heather belong to, like I said, trash attracts trash. They're both so trashy. They're both always, they're both, I really do feel like they're really, like, mean. You know, I Heather had a great line, the receipts, the proof, but that, like, happened 5 years ago. Like, you know, I feel like Heather had everything to be one of my favorites, because she really did. I love her self-deprecating humor, but she's also changed a lot. She's not like she used to be before. When she was on Girls Trip, she was so funny. She was so self-deprecating. She was so, like, I don't know, I really loved her. But, like, they're just, yeah, it's like it's bad people attract bad people all the time. You know what I mean? And Whitney and Heather deserve one another.
I don't know if fame is getting to her head or what, because
of
she
that one
changed a
line.
lot, you know.
Because of that one line, the viral moment got to her, and she can't forget about it, you know. And if Whitney, you know, bloggers are part of today's world. It is what it is. I don't see anything wrong with Whitney talking to bloggers. I don't see anything wrong with her admitting to talking to bloggers, because bloggers are the world now, okay? Housewives, celebrities, they all have fake fucking profiles where they talk to people undercover and behind the scenes.
Every single Bravo celebrity, every single Bravo celebrity talks to someone.
Celebrities too, you guys, come on.
But what I will say is, I don't think it's about the bloggers in general, like bloggers, the media, podcasters, YouTubers. It's just the way that the world it is right now. I do feel that you have, as a public person, learn to choose who are you gonna talk to, because a lot of people are not professional, you know, and I think that is the difference. There are, you know, people, bloggers in the media, you know, that are here to support the housewife, to support Bravo, you know, who will not engage in bad behavior like that, you know. And then there are the unprofessional ones who will do a lot of dirty works, spread misinformation, you know, defame other people, you know, just to get a click or a view, right? And then they even turn on the housewife when they got caught. So it is like you have to spend a little bit more of time getting to know your bloggers or your podcasters or your YouTubers or whoever you want to talk to, you know?
Everyone. I always say this, you have to be very careful who you allow in your life. And that also means onto your screens. You know, you have to be very careful. I'm talking about celebrities. I'm talking about products, you know, that celebrities sell. I think we work very hard and we want to spend our money and our time on celebrities who actually matter. And that goes the same with who you surround yourself with. If you want to talk to, you know, bad people, you're going to get bad. If you want to talk to good people, you're going to get good. But I think at the end of the day, you know, you have to be also realistic, and that clause of third parties, I think it is a little bullshit, because I do think that in today's world, online commentary is number one.
I do believe that we how you say, like, we push the storylines as well, you know, like the people like us who do commentary about Bravo shows or whatever shows, you know, we are the ones who are in constant contact with the fans, with the viewers, you know, more than they actually do, you know. So that is not gonna change, you know. Like, I mean, we just talked to absolutely everyone. I talked to so many people in the Bravo community, but the reason why they trust in me so much is because they know that I'm here to support them, you know. I'm here to help them be the better version of themselves, you know.
But I'm so sorry to interrupt you. It's also just a show. Do you know what I mean? Like, these people who take it so far to want to, I'm going to end their career. I'm like, don't you have a life to live? Like, this obsession over housewives, if you're not there to get entertained, why are you watching? If you're there to take them down, if you're there to hate on them, why are you watching? It's a television show. I'm sure you have something more going on in your life than wanting to take people down. So if you're not there to get entertained and to support and to add something positive to it, why are you allowing it in your life?
I mean, that's part of the toxicity that we live, you know. I mean, that's the American.
I don't relate.
I mean, I think the perfect example of this is the difference between the Traitors UK and the Traitors US, you know. Literally, I mean, look at the last season of the Traitors UK, the celebrity version. They were all like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you're amazing, you're incredible, you are the best person in the world, but I do think that you are a traitor. And oh my God, no, oh my God, I'm sorry. And you come over here to the US and they are like, fuck you, you are a fucking bitch, you did this, you are that, you are disgusting, I'm gonna destroy your life after we get out of this castle. It's because, you know, Americans love the drama. It's just the way it is, you know.
Yeah, no, but that's entertainment. I'm talking about.
No, I mean, but the viewers is the same thing.
Yeah, but like, no, that's entertainment. I want to see that. The UK Traitors is boring. Sorry, boo. I want to see the drama between them. I'm talking about the people who are viewing, who are watching.
No, because they also
and all the bloggers too. I'm talking about all the commentaries. I'm talking about all these people. If you hate somebody so much, which you don't even know in person because they're strangers, there's something wrong with you. If your life is to take down strangers, then you need Jesus. Okay.
I believe that the problem is, or the difference is, where people don't know where to like find the limit, you know, is between make them take accountability and actively trying to destroy them, you know. I believe that if, you know, once you join one of these shows, you become open to absolutely everything, right? If you're doing something bad on the show, people are gonna call you out for it, and I think that's kind of like okay, because that's they pushing you to take accountability over your actions, you know. If they end up doing something illegal, if they end up doing something over there, you know.
Different.
But there is also the other part, and that's where people, especially the crazy fans, they don't know how to like difference that. Is like the people who decided before they even do anything wrong to go all the way and oh, they must be doing something wrong, and they literally are like calling these people third grade teachers to see what they did wrong back in the day, just so they can bring it now, you know, and destroy these people's lives. And I think a perfect example of this,
Jersey.
Yeah, well, Jersey is a whole mess, but like, you know, right now, and I don't think that you're gonna like this, it's Amanda from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm gonna tell you why. Because she has not done anything wrong legally on the show, and people are already obsessing about calling her a scammer because of her business, when there has not been any proof whatsoever that she's doing anything wrong.
But you see, that's crazy. Even that she's a housewife. A housewife. And people are going out of their way to check records and read documents from years ago. Like, I'm sorry, I have a lot of mental health issues. I do therapy 3 times a day, boo. I'm about to get medicated. But I can't imagine a life where I am spending my time reading documents, calling people third grade teachers, calling exes friends, finding out who an ex-friend is, just to prove that somebody might be a scammer. Like, That
Rob,
was so
what you were
crazy.
saying, New Jersey was insane.
That's nasty.
For years, I dread when New Jersey was coming because I knew how toxic it was going to become on my comment section. The way, that the tree huggers versus Margaret Joseph fans or Melissa Gorga fans came after each other, it became so toxic, and then it was a lot of that. But then even, for Margaret Josephs was constantly like in there in the middle of all the mess as well. But like these people will literally find ex-friends, ex-girlfriends, ex-wherever, just to like find something that could remotely take Teresa down, or take whoever down because that's what they needed it to do. But that's the toxicity, you have no idea how many people reach out to me, I talked to Margaret Joseph's ex-best friend. I talked to an ex-best friend of Melissa Gorga who will literally reach out to me and be like, I'm gonna give you all of this tea because that girl is a bitch and I need to take her down. And then you're like, I think at some point, I was gonna say this a little bit earlier, us as part of the community, who do interviews or comment or wherever, whatever your position is on this, you also need to learn to filter the information that comes to you, which some bloggers, especially the faceless bloggers, don't do. Is like they receive whatever information and they just put it out there. I just saw on Twitter someone put like, Julia Lemigova does a statement saying that she's leaving the Real House of Miami. And I was like, what? How do I miss that? Like, I have not seen any of this. And there was already all of these hate comments, of like, oh my God, yeah, she's gone, she's blah, 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 And then I go everywhere and it's a lie, it's fake, it's a fake statement. So, you have to be, if you're going to be a blogger, if you're going to be a podcaster, a YouTuber, wherever, I think it's also like your responsibility to just like filter this information, and just put out there what really is true and not, start defaming people, which is also like a big thing that happened.
Yeah, I talk about the Biebers a lot, and people always send me so many crazy things about them, and I'm just like, it's not that serious. It's just people on TV. I'm sorry, I can't relate to that nonsense. And I always tell everyone, I'm like, girl, the Biebers may not be my cup of tea, but I don't wish them ill will. I want them to be happy. I want them to succeed. I want everyone to be happy and succeed because they're strangers. They're not real people in my head. They're human beings, but they're not someone I know. So I just, when I do my videos, I edit, I post, and I move on. I don't think about it all day. And there are people who, unfortunately, that's all they do, and they want to take these strangers down, and it's just a shame. But anyways, let's move on, because...
Well, talking about drama, apparently the reunion of the Traitors is going to be the most dramatic thing that we have seen on the Traitors so far. So it filmed like 2 days ago, and apparently it was so long and it was a shit show. They're saying that everyone went against everyone. They are saying that every single housewife got activated.
Well, about fucking time, Dorinda.
Yes. So we're talking about Dorinda, we're talking about Caroline Stanborg, we're talking about Lisa Rinna, and we're talking about Candace, So apparently...
I hope they took that one guy down.
Yeah.
What's his
name? Rob.
Ugh.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I did a video about this today, and I was just saying, like, after, Dorinda got, killed, I'm just kind of like losing interest in the show. I'm like, at the end of the day, now I'm just thinking, I really hope that Rob wins because these faithfuls are so dumb. They're like the worst faithfuls in the history of the Traitors, But anyways, apparently the reunion was so heated that, at some point, Lisa Rinna came hard for Colton. and she mentioned it all. And apparently, as usual, like Colton has been doing since the beginning, he stormed off the reunion, and he went on and cried to the producers and was like, I don't want people talking about my past anymore, you know?
Did he put a tracker in her car?
I have no idea, you know?
I would.
Girl, and anyways, at the end of the day, Lisa Rinna did a video, a TikTok, and she just said that everything was taken care of.
Yeah, I saw that.
She says, I did what I needed to do. She says he wanted a housewife, I gave him a housewife. Now, what's interesting is also Lisa Rinna says, we did what we needed to do. I am not sure if you are gonna see it or not. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the producers and how it got edited. So,
I feel like the producers hate housewives.
It's like, this is what we want.
We don't want...
I don't want the challenges.
Gamers go by. No one cares. The challenges are dumb. I don't want to see none of that shit. I want, you know what? They need to make housewives traitors, period. I don't want to see these fameless people. For that, I'll just watch the UK or New Zealand, with normal people. I want to see like real, and some of these people that they cast are just so annoying, but also we're not game people. I think
in general, I mean, look, this has so many different fandoms, we have Bachelor Nation, we have Love Island fans, Survivor, RuPaul's, Bravo community, like it's so much. But at the end of the day, this is not a game about physical aptitude, this is a game about psychological shit. And that's what we want to watch. We want the drama, Like honestly, the whole thing of like winning money to me is kind of like even dumb because we have people with so much money. What is Caroline Stambori, who lives in Dubai and has a huge ass mansion and I don't know how many cars, going to do with $250,000?
Even Dorinda, Lisa Rinna, Candace, maybe she needs a little bit of the coin. But who else was there?
From the other ones, I think the only one that didn't have the money was the one who got killed, Tiffany, who was like crying for money.
I forgot her.
Yeah, one of the first ones, But anyways, I think at the end of the day, it should be, they should change a little bit of things. I don't know. Some of the challenges are entertaining, but some of them are just dumb. Like the last challenge that we saw, it was like, what was the point of that?
It's like Peacock doesn't want to admit that people just want to see the housewives and they're trying to like force people to see all these other moments when in reality all we want to see is all the Dorinda moments. All we want to see is all the Candace moments. We want to see them take Rob down. And 3 housewives in a row. Like I'm sure that if Peacock showed their ratings, I am 1000% positive that after Dorinda left there was a dip.
So much that I haven't even seen that many comments on social media.
Because nobody
about
cares.
The Traitors.
I can't even. And Steven left. He was my last one because I love the hills and Laguna Beach. The rest, I can't even tell you who's there except Rob.
Yeah, so I don't know. But anyways, the reunion is there. The only thing that I do want, because the reunion is all about the drama, I want a 3-part uncensored, extended, unedited version of that reunion, because apparently it was like hard,
Yeah, I think Dorinda.
Look, we know that Lisa Rinna is gonna come for Colton. We know that Candace is gonna come for Rob. We know that Michael Rappaport is gonna come for everyone.
Oh, I forgot about.
We know that Portia Williams is gonna come for Candace.
Oh, I forgot Portia.
Yeah, I also forgot about that.
That?
Tiffany. Actually, she's also mad.
Who's Tiffany?
Hey, she was
Let me see.
Yeah, she was one of the, I think the second one to left or the third one, This other Rob guy, also, the annoying one, the comedian.
Oh God.
Yeah, but he also he said on a podcast that he was gonna come hard for all of the other people.
I don't remember Tiffany. Oh, I remember Tiffany.
Yeah.
She was cool. I liked her.
And I think she was the only one who actually needed the money.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Well, anyways, I think Rob is gonna win, but I hope that the other guy betrays Rob and stays with the money, even though I can't stand him.
You know that the magic ears is not gonna. I mean, Rob is gonna.
Magic ears?
Yes.
Oh God.
Rob is gonna eat him, chew him, and spit him,
Yeah.
and throw him to the fire. Like that guy has no future on the show.
Bye.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I think that's pretty much what happened this week. I mean, a lot of like entertainment things. I don't know. Do you have anything else that happened in your world? Oh, Britney Spears sold her catalog.
She did.
So what does that really mean? She sold it for like a super historic
I'm very
value. $200 million was over $200 million.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very weirded out about it, to be honest.
Why?
Because after taxes, after lawyers, after everything, she's getting like 100 or less. And for such a catalog like Britney Spears, I think that she could have sold it for a lot more. Justin Bieber sold it for the same. Many artists sells it for the same. Shakira sold it. A bunch of people sold it. So it's a known thing that they do, but I just hope that this was something smart for Britney.
But what does that mean?
No, that means that she's no longer ever going to receive royalties for any of those songs, that this company can sell a song to a movie or use it in a commercial or, you know, whatever. They can.
And it's like all of her music?
All of them, including remixes up to Hold Me Closer. So she sold everything from her past. And some insiders are saying that she did it on purpose because she wants to start over. That all those things, from royalties, Britney was getting $1 million a month.
Wow.
A month. And so that's 12 million a year. Of course, minus taxes and management and writers and all this, she was probably getting, you know, maybe $100,000 or $200,000 a month, which still is, oh my God. So I don't know. I'm not that excited about it, but we'll see what happens. I'm excited for the biopic. I'm excited for, you know, all
the Brazil thing was not.
No, it was. This is what they do with Britney. They like to put in her name to get their festival, you know, promoted, and it was trending #1 worldwide for like 12 days straight that Britney was going to do Copacabana. But it's been official that Shakira's doing it.
Shakira's doing it. I saw that and
which
I was
is perfect because, I mean, Shakira, Mateo.
I don't think she's gonna drive the same numbers.
She is. Shakira's. Oh, then Britney, no. I mean, they were, the council of Copacabana said that if Britney Spears, if that actually goes through, they were looking at 5 million people coming. Lady Gaga had 2, Madonna had 2, I think 2. So I think Shakira's gonna do about 2. You have to understand, the only thing that I think is that Shakira's still on tour. People already seen her, girl. I don't know if they're gonna be traveling, you're right. I don't know if they're gonna be traveling to Brazil to see the same show. Cause you know damn good and well, Shakira, you know, Shakira's cheap.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my aunt, may she rest in peace, my aunt was a skincare facialist, and she did Shakira a bunch of times. And in Miami, in this hotel called the Delano Hotel. And Shakira, well, the way that they did it there, this is a private, my aunt's clients were Madonna, Whitney Houston, Sofia Vergara, like big people. And usually they don't tip J-Lo too. They don't tip you in cash because you're not just like a masseuse, you know, you're the big deal. Like you're not, this is like very specific, or, you know, I don't know what it is, but it's like machines and a bunch of shit. So you can't just accept money like that. You can't just wipe your hands and accept it. So what they did was, you know, they would they would pay in the, I mean, they would pay, and then you just add the tip there. So my aunt had Shakira after another of her coworkers had Shakira. And the coworker told my aunt that Shakira left her $5 and gave it to her in cash.
Oh, wow.
And that the coworker was like, I'm so sorry, we don't accept money here. Like, that's not how we do things here, I'm sorry. And then my aunt heard that, and she did Shakira, and I'm talking about, I mean, this is not a cheap thing that this is thousands of dollars, and the tips would be high like that. And Shakira did the same thing to my aunt, and before she reached into her purse, she goes, you know what, you can just keep that for the parking. She told Shakira, because she was like, oh no, in Spanish, no mi amor, quédate eso para el parqueadero. And because she was literally taking out like $5 too.
Wow.
So Shakira has a bit of a reputation, not just because of that story, but a bunch of things I've always heard about her. So I don't think she's going to bring in tons of new production. It's going to be about the same show, but I love Shakira. Don't get me wrong. I love Shakira.
Wow. Well, I don't know if I mean, I will not go all the way to Brazil to watch Shakira.
No, I would go for Britney.
Yes.
I would go for I don't know if I would travel for many people. I mean, I wanted to go see Hilary Duff, but I'm like, I'm not going to go to Vegas to see Hilary Duff.
Ugh, and it's going to be so hard. Like, the pre-sale is at the end of this month. And I don't know how easy it's going to be. But there are like 3 dates in California.
Is there?
Not here in LA. I mean, there is one in LA, but there are other 2 places in California that she's going to come. So maybe
I have to see Hillary.
We're gonna do some Klarna.
Let the Klarna fall. Because I think Hillary has just had such an incredible comeback, and I've always loved her song Someone's Watching Over Me is so special to me. Her song Weird is also so special. I love her. I love seeing her happy, and I love my 2000 girls coming back. We just need Britney, man. We just need Britney.
I don't know. I don't think she's gonna. I don't know.
That's the thing. There's
or maybe by selling the catalog, she's kind of like making closure with that part of her life.
What she said.
And now she's ready to just do new music that she wants to do. So
she can still perform it. She can still use it. She can still do whatever she wants with the music. She's just not getting paid.
Yeah, but I think like by because she said the other day, I never like will perform in the United States ever again and blah blah blah. I believe that her trauma goes into like, I just don't want anything to do with that music anymore.
Well, imagine she did the Piece of Me residency for 5-6 years, and for the first 3 years she was not allowed to do any type of changes because they wouldn't let her. So she had to sing the same song. She couldn't even sing live because they wouldn't let her sing live because they didn't want her to have the microphone. And so it probably triggers her.
You know what I was wondering the other day, because I was watching I was listening to one of her songs on My Prerogative, and I was wondering, how did they allow her? A lot of her songs actually talk about her being a prisoner, or how she doesn't like what she's doing, or how she's like if you really pay attention, like Lucky, Every Time, My Prerogative, like there is a lot of songs that are about like she doesn't being happy,
overprotected.
How overprotected? How did they still allow her to do the music?
All these songs are pre-conservatorship.
Oh yeah?
All those that you mentioned are pre-conservatorship. My Prerogative came out in 2004. Overprotected came out in 2001. Yeah, all of them are old.
But still, it's not like obvious that she was not happy.
I don't know. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray that she comes back.
All right.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, guys. So yeah, you're very welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to every single one of you. Thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. What can I tell you guys? So where can they find you?
Sebastian Soto T all over, and the blue page is coming soon. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can find him on YouTube, on
I talked a
Instagram,
lot today.
on TikTok, you know.
I did my videos, I did therapy, and I did this.
Wow.
I need to go on vocal rest.
Yes. Guys, of course, subscribe to this channel. You know, we are growing. I'm reading all of your messages. I love all of your support. Also, my other YouTube channel is back, The Real Andy of Beverly Hills. I do little videos over there of tea every single day about Bravo for all of my Bravo fans over there. You know, so go and subscribe to that other YouTube channel. You can find me also on TikTok and Instagram as Bravo by The Real Andy. So you can also, you know, go there for, you know, special things, especially on Instagram. I do a lot of like special things over there for you guys.
Fun activities.
Activities, yes. So go and follow me over there. And that's it. I love you guys. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. And I'll see you next week on another episode of Pop Smash. See ya.
Bye, Scamanda.